r/AskReddit. Besides eating cereal with water, what is the most outrageous eating sin you have ever witnessed? The wife dips Oreos in water like a psychopath. When I was a server, I had a customer dip her bread in a glass of Coke. She finished her whole bread basket and Coke and asked for another basket and another refill of Coke. And went to town again for round 2. She didn't give a crap how she looked and ate that shit like it was the best thing on earth. My mom puts peanut butter on cold pizza. It is the closest flavor to vomit that is not vomit. My wife dips PBJs into spaghettios. A watermelon and ketchup sandwich. I call it a sandwich because it makes me sad. Mom's boyfriend crushed Cheez-It crackers into his coffee. That day he ate waffles covered in spinach and fish sticks drizzled with syrup. All the while loudly smacking his lips saying, "Oh, so good." Mom says, "Don't let it bother me. It bothers me." Mustard on cheesecake. Edit. Answering a few comments. It wasn't me, it was a friend. It was yellow mustard. Any kind of cheesecake. You can't compare it to mustard on a sandwich containing cheese. The flavor profiles of both are completely different. On top of that, cheesecake is a sweet, yes, and somewhat tangy, dessert. Whereas normal cheese is just tangy, and all the other cheesy flavor profiles. The number of people that misread this as cheesesteak amuses me. Apparently this is normal in the Netherlands. Dude in my dining hall had a plate of sunny side up eggs. Scooped under an egg with his fork. Brought it up to his mouth. And only touched his lips to the yolk. Proceeded to suck all the yolk. And then slurped the rest of the egg in. It was like a car crash. I couldn't look away, but I was horrified. My baby sister used to eat pancakes and ranch. My mom just accepted it because she was such a picky eater and this was something she just thoroughly enjoyed. We're pretty sure it's cause my mom craved both when she was pregnant with her. My sister used to put ketchup on strawberries. Dipping Oreos in orange juice. When I visited my aunt's family as a kid, she served a purple cow milk mixed with grape juice for breakfast. If you haven't tasted that, take my word for it, it's not a great concoction. Fried eggs with chocolate melted on the yolk. Edit. I am absolutely loving all of these replies. My wife likes crunchy peanut butter and bologna sandwiches with cheese. Her mom also adds mayo. I just can't bring myself to try it, literally start retching at the thought of the flavor. Peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich. Went to college with this one girl who would get a chef salad. Slice up banana and put it on said chef salad. Then use ketchup as dressing. I shit you not, this person ate that on a regular basis. Edit. Bro. This blew up. Just now seeing this. I'll try and respond when I get a chance later. My dad's girlfriend puts cucumber in any hot dish she can. Green chili. Chicken soup. Taco meat. Sky's the limit. She also doesn't believe in draining noodles and will let them sit in hot water until each strand of bloated spaghetti is as thick as a goddamn shoelace. I don't eat there anymore. Saw a dude eat spaghetti and milk one time. One very dark time. Ketchup on sushi. Shivers. One time. A long time ago. I ate Lucky Charms with Guinness as a St. Patrick's Day bastardization. I would not recommend. The guy on 4chan who fermented a bottle of his own semen into liquor. I knew a guy who would bite into hot pockets in the middle, holding each end. WTF man. Friend's mom used to eat soy sauce with ice cream. Mixing ketchup with soda. Granted, we were trying to gross each other out. But still. It was an act of culinary violence unlike anything else I've ever seen. A couple of years ago when my best friend and I were still in college. She stayed over at mine a few times. It was then that I learned that she liked dipping cheese into hot chocolate. Like. Full on dunking it in. Waiting for it to partially melt. Swirling it around and then eating it. I love her to bits. She's like my kid sister. But I still haven't entirely recovered. Edit. From all these comments, I've learned that this is indeed a thing in some parts of the world. Cheers guys. I'm not sleeping tonight. My roommate's mom eats peanut butter and onion sandwiches. This is my own confession. I really love to eat lemons. Not in wedges or squeezed on things, but in the way you would eat an orange or a clementine. By peeling it and eating the whole thing. For some reason sourness is just the best to me. I'm a person of many weird food preferences, but this is the one that causes witnesses to cringe the most. Eat cereal with orange juice instead of milk. Kid I used to know in school used to rip open his milk carton and dip his burrito into the chocolate milk. Sometimes he'd even go so far as to rip open the burrito and pour his milk onto the beef and eggs too. I'm quoting him here. Creamify the meat. I don't know, man. But the word creamify is just ugh. Edit 1. Row. Went to sleep with only 556 karma to my name. Woke up. And now I have 6.8k. Row. You guys and girls are amazing. Thank you so much everyone. Edit 2. Fixed my grammar and random capitalization. My friend ran out of milk, so she thought she could possibly use coffee creamer instead. I live with someone who lives to eat food sins. Do you really think water with cereal is bad? Boy. The thing I would consider the least of eating sins would be when she microwaved a fucking pickle with cheese on it. Then dipped in fucking ice cream. I can't stand to sit in the kitchen when she's in there because of the shit she made. If anyone is interested, I'll provide more horrid creations she made and ate. But all you really need to know is that fucking pickle. A friend of mine once ate peanut butter with his hands out of the jar in the backseat of my car on a 10-hour drive. I also saw him make a salad by peeling lettuce off a head of lettuce he pulled from his backpack and hand tearing red peppers up while standing next to a knife rack, then eating it without any dressing. He's basically a Nick Cave man. In college I would sometimes drain the water out of my shrimp capo noodles and mix in a big spoonful of peanut butter. I honestly don't know what to tell you other than I did it once out of boredom. It wasn't terrible. And it made my life interesting. I work at a pub restaurant waiting tables. This couple walks in who I've never seen but are apparently regulars. The bartender sees them, shoots me a glance, and goes to grab something from the kitchen. Before even taking their order, he's filled the crushed red pepper shaker and told me to take it over to them. The woman orders a small cup of French onion soup and proceeds to unscrew the cap of this shaker and dump the entirety of it onto her soup. An inch high off the top of her bowl. She's eating this spicy red pepper like cereal and didn't even ask for a drink refill. A former friend of mine once poured a can of Coors Light into a bowl of Cheerios. He called it Beerious. I used to eat blueberries with ketchup on them because I liked the texture. My whole sibling group eats tomatoes and peeled oranges, clementines like a normal person would eat an apple. But the worst I've ever seen is a guy in my class take a cheese and sauce filled roll type thing, rip a hole in the bottom and suck it dry. In a restaurant with other people. Another time, my little sister, she was a tiny kid at the time, got gulab jamun at an Indian buffet. They're like milky donut holes soaked in watery sugary syrup. She leaned over the table and vacuumed them up off the plate so she didn't get her hands sticky. Drinking ranch straight out of the bottle. My friend was eating salad with his hands at a restaurant. He's not my friend anymore. Edit. This may be hard to believe, but this same friend also eats spaghetti with his hands one by one without any sauce or cheese. I've never been to an Italian restaurant with him, so I DK if he does this in public. My friend dips her pizza on Coke. Mustard on waffles. I was a weird kid. I worked in a restaurant that served authentic imported Kobe beef. I had someone order a 16-ounce Kobe filet mignon. Well done. The chef nearly cried and definitely threw things. If I recall correctly, he ended up having to put that $200 steak into the microwave to get it to cook all the way through to well without burning the outside to charcoal. The guest was pleased and his date looked horrified. My cousin put salt in her cereal one time. She puked like 5 minutes after. As a kid, we heard about cheeseburger pizza. Pizza but with ketchup and mustard instead of tomato sauce. American cheese instead of mozzarella. And hamburger meat on top. So, we tried it. You wouldn't think it would be that different. The ingredients are the same as an actual hamburger. Except pizza dough is actually very different from the bread of a hamburger bun. It's kind of sweeter and fluffier. And really soaks in the ketchup and mustard to an absolutely disgusting degree. It's awful. My preteen cousin likes his scrambled eggs crunchy and adds broken up egg shells to them. I had a friend who went through a period where cake decorating was her hobby. And she made some amazing looking cakes that all tasted horrible because of the bizarre flavor combinations. It was always a bit funny because people would compliment the look of them and then have to figure out how to throw their pieces away without being rude about it. The worst one was a Christmas cake with an immaculate looking fondant Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer that was an orange spice cake covered in mint icing. It was like brushing your teeth and rinsing with orange juice in cake form. Heating up tuna sushi. Apple slices dipped in mustard. It was hard to watch. Well, I just saw that Heinz mayonnaise has come out with a Cadbury eggs mayonnaise and I'm really concerned for the people who eat that abomination. This one guy had taken hummus and dipped his fucking Pop-Tart in IT and ate IT. From the last time this was asked, 30-year-old Macallan mixed with Diet Coke. Guy I worked with put peanuts in his Mountain Dew then microwaved it. Who here looking for snack tips? Eating plain mustard with a spoon. It was me. I committed the eating sin and would do it again. Gordon Ramsay needs to teach you all some Jesus. Can we stop putting ketchup on literally everything? When I was in grade school I went over to this kid's house to play. Then ended up staying for dinner. We had spaghetti. Some vegetable. Maybe salad and something else. His entire family would mix everything together before eating it. His dad seemed to be the ringleader mastermind behind this scheme. I remember someone cheerfully saying, "Well, it all goes to the same place." And then the rest of them agreeing with this truism as if it was some serious folk wisdom. That's some serial killer shit right there. Personally, I like to squirt a little Capri Sun into my ramen. Peanut butter tuna sandwich. Also had mayo, mustard, and jelly. My sister was only 3 or 4 at the time but she was proud of it and ate it happily. I used to make cheese sandwiches with cinnamon raisin bread. He ate a Snickers bar with a knife and fork. My friend in college made Easy Mac with vodka instead of water. Powdered cheese and all. Excuse me, but who the fuck is eating cereal with water? My best friend, despite much protest, decided to mix canned corn in her Frosted Flakes and milk because she thought she would like the texture. She did not. We still are unsure of what provoked her to make such poor decisions. But believe her trail of thought put cornflakes and corn together to make one disgusting combination lol. Eating cinnamon toast crunch with malted beverage, when I was 12. I love both of those things. Together? Not so much. My dad absolutely loves pickle and Marmite sandwiches. A layer of Branston's pickle on one slice. Good layer of Marmite on the other. Slapped together and eaten with his lunch. Disgusting. When my 6-year-old son gets a treat at Macca's he dunks his McNuggets in chock thick shake then sweet and sour sauce. But carrots are gross apparently. I used to be obsessed with A1. I would put it on everything possible because I loved it so much. One day I put it on Jello. I no longer enjoy A1. People ridicule me for committing the sin of microwaving bacon. I don't give a shit. You throw 3 slices in a folded paper towel on a microwave safe plate and 45 seconds later you have an awesome treat to throw on a turkey sandwich with minimal cleanup. Go fuck yourselves. P. Edit. Apparently significantly less people need to go fuck themselves than I previously thought. Several of my friends like to bust my balls about this whenever the conversation allows. And in the most unfortunate times, work functions. After bar meals with groups of friends. Meeting new people. Etc. And I've had literally no one back me up, ever. Kudos to all you upvoters. I'd gild every one of yins if I could. My grandparents like peanut butter and pickle sandwiches. So I've been told. Edit. Why is this so popular? Pineapple with mayonnaise. Peanut butter hot dog. Eating a Kit Kat whole as opposed to individually tearing off the chocolate fingers. So the other afternoon I was a bit tipsy and making sandwiches for my husband and I had a hankering for curried egg sandwiches but couldn't find the Keens. So I made it with Dijon mustard and seeded mustard. When hubby asked me WTF I was thinking and how the seeded mustard really put him off, I said I was attempting deviled eggs. He said it was the devil alright. I knew a kid way back in 3rd grade who ate dandelion fluff. He would catch it in the air and eat it. Called it fuzzle. Not witnessed, but committed. Rice and ketchup, nothing else, and ketchup to pasta and pesto. I had a weird thing for ketchup as a kid. Glad that went away. I have seen a kid who ate a pizza by licking off the grease followed by the sauce on the same way. Next biting the bread horizontally and not eating the cheese. My brother is a psychopath. Maple syrup on lasagna. Ghost pepper sauce on garlic bread. Ranch with eggs. My sister would make Ritz cracker sandwiches. Except the thing that went between the two Ritz cracker buns was another Ritz cracker. Except chewed up and spit out. It was disgusting. I nightly eat a sandwich that goes from bottom to top bread, pepperonis, spray butter, shredded cheese, salt, spray butter, pepperonis, spray butter, salt, spray butter, pepperonis, spray butter, salt, bread. I'm not sure if this counts, but there is a guy at my uni who eats all his meals on his laptop keyboard. He sets his food on the keyboard and eats off of it. Makes me so uncomfortable. A ketchup brownie. My cousin. This son of a bee. If you want to get nothing in return, you can like and join my Discord. There is a link in the description.